Hi all, welcome back to Carrier Battle Philippine Sea Scenario 6. This should be my part 54. However, um, I've had a major problem. I've recorded parts 52 and 53. 51 is released. 52 and 53 were recorded a couple of nights ago, and I copied them onto my computer and I was putting them together. And once I copied them across the computer, I just delete them off my phone, which I wish I hadn't done that because I've had a major issue with my computer. It was just a new, well, not a new machine. It was my son's old machine, which was better than mine. And I had been having a few issues with it crashing every so often. I don't know if I might have mentioned that when I was recording stuff. But I come up after recording them and try to put the parts together. I come up the other night and I had a blue screen that I kept trying to restart the machine, and I can't get any joy at all. And I can't even reinstall it. It doesn't seem to be working that way. And so I asked my son about it. So he's gave me a memory stick with a copy of the file on it to try and reinstall it with that. So I'm going to try that first. If not, I'm then going to have to take the hard drive out, put it in my old machine and copy the two video files across. Because I think that was the only thing I'm really worried about on the... Well, not so much worried, but it's 2 hours plus worth of video footage and it's right at the finish of this game. So it'd be frustrating not to have it. So the thing is, this is going to be the last part. We have finished the turn. Now, if for some reason I can't recover these files, then I dare say this will be part 52 and it'll just be the end. But I have done part 52 and 53, so there's some things you're just not going to have seen. We have come to the conclusion of the game. I'm hopeful of getting them though. I am hopeful of getting the files, and they will. I'm going to assume that they are going to be there. We have come to the end of the game, phase 4, we've come to the advanced game turn marker, and that's us. But however, we still have some raids out there to complete, so let's just move on with that. And I think I finished by looking at this is in the playbook, but I recall now, I since realised that we're not going to be able to carry out any raids anyway, because we're not, the US Air attack segment is not part of the segments that you still carry out. It says you can skip all parts of the turn sequence except US Air movement, US carrier operations, and moving Task Force 58. So that's all you're allowed to do. Yeah, so we do have, well, looking up at we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flights out there, missions. And of course, this one was going to be Taiwan. This is Air Mission 8. And now I don't believe I'm allowed to carry out the attack. Well, I'm not, because that's a step that I have to skip. So I did wonder, like, why bother going up to this? Do I have to still move up to that? I think I concluded that I probably do have to reach that hex and then head back, but that does seem a bit daft in some ways. Well, maybe not daft, it's going to cost me fuel and make it harder for me to land, but maybe that is the intention, if I was flying out there. But the fact I can't actually carry out the attack run, why do I need to bother? Well, anyway, we'll try and go through it with these steps in mind then, and we can skip all the other parts. So, this goes back up. So the first segment that we're going to carry out, US air movement, is going to be here. So we're going to move air missions and adjust fuel. So, but like I say, it seems, but maybe it's got to, well, we launched them, Grant, so maybe you've got to get on that. Okay, well, we've got 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? So 5 has 9 fuel, and it was going to go out to this Butai 2. So it's going to go there and spend the fuel. But we're not going to be able to do anything with the attack. 6 is going to go out as well. Now it was going for the same one, so it's going to go out and spend the fuel. Did I mark the right one there? Yeah, that one, yeah. Oh, hang on. 6 has only got 3 fuel left. 6 must be coming back. Have I got these muddled about? Oh, don't tell me, because I can't look back in the video footage. I've just moved 5 into the hex there. But 6 has only got 3 fuel left. So he must be coming back. And 7... Seven coming back as well. You know what? Maybe he is, because this is... Did he go after this? Yeah. I think he maybe did. Or was 5 going for Butai 2? Was he going for this as well, maybe? Butai 2... No, there's some hits on that. Yeah, because that was a new one that we created, wasn't it? Okay. Right, I think he was going for that then. So I've spent the fuel for that. 6 must be coming back, because that's only got 3 fuel left. So I'm moving him back 1. So that's down to 2 fuel. 7 must be going out to attack this then? Unless he's... No, has he maybe done that? Is he coming back as well? I don't think I can look at any of this, because it's probably stuff that happened in... Well, unless it happened in 51. I could have a glance at that. Right, hang on a second. Okay, just try to look back on this, and I think I'm realising what happened. This split up, didn't it? This was a crippled... This ended up crippled and moved away. And this was a Butai. This moved that way, that moved that way, and I think Airstrike 7 was in the actual hex where it attacked everything. And I think 5 was coming in behind that. So I've moved 5 properly. I'm moving 6 back. So 7 is coming back as well, because he's the one that done the damage here. So I'm going to move him back into there. Yeah, he does seem to have quite a lot of fuel, but yeah. Well, like I say, there's no real way of me looking back over the footage of that just now, so we're just going to have to hope they've got that right. And then 8, he's coming... No, he's going out, isn't he? So, yeah, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I need to be doing that or not, but I'll send him out. He's now down to 2 fuel left. The good thing is I'm going to be able to move task route 58.1 and 58.2 towards that. Yeah, well, I'm saying that, Grant. Yeah, it's not... it's still going to be a struggle getting him back, I think. I don't know if I need to send him right out or not. It seems pointless now. Oh, and I'll tell you what, I eventually got an answer about the question regarding the commitment, going over the commitment level, and the fact that we were to skip part 13.23, wasn't it? Because we had 5 surface ships, and there was this debate about these level 0s and also level 1 like large, medium, smalls. But what should they still be on the map? In particular, these level 0s. And Mr. Southard has confirmed the question. I worded the question a bit different to what I'm maybe saying just now. But he said he has confirmed now, which is a bit strange. I thought that these would stay and can turn into... They could become forces still, which I find a bit odd. I know John Brown coming, he felt like that it should be the same and they're not going to turn into anything, probably should be removed. But he has confirmed that they would stay on the map. So there you go. Well, I'm glad I left them, but it's not that it's done anything different anyway, so it's maybe not such a big deal. But yeah, quite not the answer I was expecting, to be honest, for that one. But there you go. Sometimes that happens. And that was the designer, so unless he's misunderstood what we were asking there. But anyway, yeah, it answered on BGG, so... Okay, right, so that's me moved all our air missions, and shove that out of the way. Tablet. Moved all our emissions and adjusted our fuel markers. So the next segment that we would then move into is US carrier operations. And then we can move the task force once per turn. So US carrier operations, which I'm assuming means this part. Like I say, the wording of that is a bit... The problem also with that is I want my flight decks clear for planes coming back. So I suppose maybe that's why that's allowing you to do that. Well, we're going to assume it's this part here. Right along here. So it says air operations all carrier. Wait, I'm not going to launch anything. I'm not going to raise service into ready. However, I want to clear my... Yeah, I want to put everything back in the hangar if I can, to be honest. Because I want to be able to have the flight decks clear. So let's do hangar 2 from servicing then. Hangar 2 from servicing. Right, hang on though. Yeah, can I get the flight deck back to... Does it come back to servicing? Does it come back to hangar? That's one that we've never really done much. I mean, when I put them out there. Now, what rule is that? 6.27? Something like that. Lowering. Planes may be moved from landed to hangar or from ready to servicing. Landed to hangar. Oh, yeah, so they will come back to servicing. In each case, they're said to be lowered. The total number of units lowered cannot exceed the lowering limit. Right, so... Landed to hangar. Oh, God, because we've got flights that are landed there, haven't they? Right, where's the chart that keeps track of that one? Carrier operations limit. So lowering is 2 for CV, 1 for CVL. So, well, ready servicing and ready. No, hangar 2 from servicing. Hangar 2 from servicing. So can I move these 2 back into the hangar? Yes, I think I can. The servicing total was 2. That does mean that I can now not move anything from here into servicing though, because I moved 2 from servicing. Yeah, it counts in both directions. So yeah, I cannot do that. So hangar 2 from servicing. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one back as well. Because I'm realising I don't need this stuff now. We did put it up there thinking that they might want to raid, so that's going to come back as well. And then these 2 down here are going to come back, which means I can't move them. However, now I can move into lower flight deck to hangar, but it's not just lower flight deck to hangar, it's lower flight deck to hangar or landed, ready to servicing. So this guy I can put down. These 2 guys I can put down. These I can. These I can't because I want to put I want to get the landed unit off. Well, I can, but if I do that, I can't do that. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And that I can't because I moved 1 down. These I can. And I don't think that I can because I moved that down. Right? Right. And then from flight deck to to hangar, I can move these up off the flight deck. That's why I couldn't move them down. What was it? Well, why could you not have done that, Grant? Why could I not have moved them into there and then that into there? I don't know, why because planes may be moved from landed to hangar or from ready to servicing. Yeah, and the lowering limit's 2. Yeah, so I would be able to move these down, but then I wouldn't be able to move that one up or down as well, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's do that way. And there's nothing else that's landed. Right, I think that's it. I don't think I can touch anything else. I'm getting myself a bit confused there, to be honest. Right, so that's me right through that, and then we would have landing, but there's nothing to land. So, and this is still needs to be classed as phase 1, this, doesn't it? In a way, because I need to know, I can only move my task route once. So, I don't think I want to move it just now. So I want to bring some of this other stuff back before I then move it up to there. I'm hoping to move it twice into there, because that should give that guy time to come back. But I want to get these landed first. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, 7 had plenty of fuel, didn't it? I should send 7 down to here and maybe move this as well. Right, I'm not going to move the task group in phase 1. And I think I need to do it I can do it once within the 4 phases, basically. So, and then the final part is, yeah, moving Task Force 58 or each task group 1 hex per turn. Right, I'm not going to do that this turn, so we're going to cycle back, and that's only 2 steps that we're going to do. We're going to cycle back to US air movement segment. Right, so I'm just going to look at the big picture there. So 5 has reached his target, so he can now come back. So he moves into there, costs some 1 fuel. 6 is going to move into there. I'll do it there actually. Costs some 1 fuel, he's down to 1. 7 is on his way back as well, but I'm going to head him towards that, although I'm going to move it a little bit. So we can move that 1 into there. Cost him 1 fuel, and then 8 is going to reach his target. Cost him 1 fuel, he's down at 1. Yeah, he's going to struggle a bit. That's everybody moved. So again, I now go to. This should be actually phase 2, shouldn't it? And then I'm going to go shoot my air operations again. But I'm just going to shimmy things about. We're not launching. Reservicing ready or reservicing ready. So I've got hangar 2 from servicing. No, I just want everything in the hangar really, don't I? Oh well. Hangar 2 from servicing. Well, I suppose I'm better putting these down. Not sure that it matters. Yeah, and this one can go down in the hangar as well. And then the next bit is the lowering. So we can lower, we've nothing on the flight decks now, so we can lower these now to servicing. Yes. That, and that. Yes, and then this as well. And these. Did I move these down, or should I move them down to the hangar? I think I could have moved them down. It doesn't matter, I'll leave it like that actually. I'll leave it like that. So that's cycled right through that again. We're now on to phase 3. And we go back again to move air missions. Again, I'll just stay at that. And I go there. So air mission 5 is going to come in here. Spending 1 fuel. Air mission 6 is going to reach its target. And is on critical fuel now. 0. Oh, what was one of the other things? Yeah, well, you know what? I would illuminate our flight. Illuminate our task group. Right, I'll just put it there. Because the fact that, I mean, it doesn't allow Japanese submarine attacks, which this seems off as well, doesn't it? Surely they should be able to allow to have the submarine attack if I'm illuminating things. Because we are at night now. It doesn't say that. It's kind of a bit. Not quite sure that's all dealt with properly at the end. I'm not very sure if I'm dealing with it properly at all here. I do want to get it finished though. Well, I would have illuminated anyway, in the US Air Operations segment, because that's when you do that. So that segment is valid, whereas the other segments are not, where they would carry out the submarine attack. So I'm going to say we can do that. So there's 5 and 6, and then 7 is going to come down here, spending 1 fuel, down to 4, and then 8 is going to start heading back. And now he's fuel critical as well. 0. Right. And then that's that. And then we are going to land the airstrike mission 6. So back down again to the air operations. Not launching. We're not raising anything. Hangar 2 from servicing. Well, these guys here, which I think I forgot the last time, I'm going to drop them down to there. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Just you can leave them in the servicing, Grant, can't you? Yeah, I don't think the servicing part matters. It's just the flight decks. As long as the flight decks are clear. So yeah, let's not bother with the rest of that. So we're going to land, right? So I'm going to spend the 1 fuel for air mission 6 to land. So he's going to be critical 1. And he's got 5 flights here, which I'll bring across. 2 fighters and 3 attack planes. Yeah, I mean, this is just to see how many more points that we might be actually losing, isn't it? Okay, so fuel critical 1, air mission 6. So that's here. We've got 5, and then safe return table is here. I think I can chuck this out of the way. We know the steps that we're going through now. With the 3 steps, well, the 2 steps, and then the fact that we can move the carrier once, we can move our task force once per turn, which I'm going to do shortly. So safe return. Now, amount of fuel we're 1, so +1 there. Now it's night, but we've illuminated, so there's another +1. And we did spend the 1 fuel. So there's a +2 with us, so I suppose a 10 would be a roll again. So I've got 5 aircraft there, so I'm just going to roll left to right, as long as we don't get a 10. Right, that's, first one's fine, second one's fine, third one's fine, fourth one is fine, and the fifth one's fine. So they all landed okay, because they were all just +2, weren't they? So let's see where we're going to put them. Well, it doesn't matter so much, does it? Need to go on these 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. No, let's do 3. Let's put that 1 in there, then these 2 in here. Right, there we go. That was us landed. So I can move airstrike 6 off, and the fuel marker as well. And So now we're going to go on to phase 4. Oh, that's fine actually, yeah. We're going to go on to phase 4 and back to move air missions. But I don't know when I'm allowed to do the whole moving in the task group. I'm going to do it now or before we move or if I had to do it last turn or whatever. I don't know. So I'm going to move him that way and I'm going to move him that way. Right, and then we're going to move air missions. We've got 5, 7 and 8 now. So 5 is going to move... Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? I think. Because we can move all them first. We move all them and clear the flight decks. Yeah. So 5 is going to come in here and spend the fuel. Down to 5. 7 is going to move into here and spend the fuel, and 8 is going to come down to here, and he's now on critical 1, which isn't so good. Right, and then we go right through everything again. So we're going to land airstrike 5 this time, but before we do, we need to move these from, what is it? Lower flight deck to hangar. So lower flight deck to hangar for these and these and this. That's fine. So that clears up our flight deck. We're going to now land. Now we're only on. Yeah, we've got 5 fuel left for that. It does make me wonder that one, how I've got 5 fuel left. I'm not quite sure if I've done anything wrong. So these are all going to return safely. So I can take that off and basically just land these. Right, I'll put 2 in there. I need to watch now. I mean, I need 8. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's as much as I can have there. I can have another one there for 3. And that's 3, 4, 5. I can have 2 in here. I can't have any more there, so I'm going to have to go across to here. That'll do. That's 3. Yeah, I think that's all fine. So they all landed safely, and we can remove that fuel marker too. And yeah, so... And that then takes us into another turn. We go back, and then we move all air missions again, and then we just keep cycling through this. So I've only got, 7 and 8 left now. So 7 is now going to land. Now that's on the other task force mind. So, and then spend the fuel. He's down to 2, so they're going to land safely as well. It's just really the issue is going to be with 8. So he's coming back. He's now on critical 2. And then we go to land. So we're going to land 7. They're all going to land safely because their fuel was still on 2. So, yeah, I would have had to eliminate this as well. Which, you know what, I would have done. Yeah, I mean, I think even with a +3 to that, wouldn't have mattered anyway. I think they could have landed safely. So, these 2 are going to land in here. And these 3, 2 are going to land in here, 1's going to land in there. Actually, before I landed there, I should have moved these up, shouldn't I? So, I know I'm just doing things a wee bit out of place here, but yeah, I should move all them up before we get to the landing step. That was, what was it? Lower flight deck to hangar. So they should have done that, and then these would have landed there. So that's fine. We move on to phase 2 now, and then somewhere in this part, yeah, I would move my task group 1 more, because I could do it once per turn, and then move all air missions. This would move back to here. We drop our fuel again for him to 3 now, critical. We move into the air operations. All that's really relevant there is moving these out of off the flight deck. And to be honest, it's not that relevant either, because the other strike mission's coming back to land here. So Ooh, is that going to be... Well, we can't land here or here because these are full. And that's full and that's full. Ooh, how many have we got? Oh, we've got a lot. Oh dear. And I can only land 2, 4. I can't land any in there. That's full as well. I can only land 5. Now, am I allowed to land them separately? I think I am, haven't I? Oh, that was a blunder then. Well, what else could I have done? Everything wanted to land. Oh well. Let's see here. I mean, spending our fuel to keep them up there. I think I'm allowed to do that. This was about that I think John Brown mentioned a while ago about leaving some aircraft in the air. And the only reason you would want to do that if you were in the situation that I'm in right now. Oh yeah, and I can't. There's no space. That's the one that's crippled, isn't it? So in actual fact, I can only land 2, 4, and then I need to shift them, and then I can land another 2, 4. How many have I got though? Oh dear. This is a bit of a mess to finish. So did I move all air missions? No, I've done all that, and then I think we're on phase 3 again now. I'm not going to be able to move it again, am I? I've moved the task group again though. No, I can't. So move that down 1 more. Again, that's critical 4. Yeah, I can't do nothing with the flight deck, so we move on to phase 4. Move this down again to land critical 5. Some of these are in trouble. Critical 5, and then we're going to move to critical 6 to land. I'm going to move to critical 7. I'm only going to be able to land 4 of these. And that's it. Yeah. I'm only going to be able to land 4 of them. So I'll take 4 of the attack planes and I'll leave the rest are going to not make it. Yeah. I think the rest are going to not make it because if I spend 1 more fuel, it's going to go to critical 7. They're all going to be destroyed. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. And even these are going to be struggling. So we are eliminated. So where am I? So critical 6. We did spend the 1 fuel to land, didn't we? I think. Yeah, I'm sure I moved into the Hex critical 5 and then I've spent the 1 fuel to land. I think I did. So we're at a critical 6, we've spent the 1 fuel. So it's 6, but we're getting a +1 for the night as well. So there's a +7. But we've got only 4 flights to try and get here. So left to right with a +7. 7 and 6 is 13. And that's... What is it we need? So that's a roll again. It's going to be eliminated on a 6 to 10. We roll a 7. So that's eliminated. Then second one is 8 plus 7's... No, 8 plus... Yeah, 7's 15. That's eliminated. Next one's eliminated. And the last one... Oh, that's alright. 2 plus 7's 9. So that's the only one that we managed to land. See, here's the thing. I don't know if I could... Because I've only managed to land 1 and we had 4 spaces. Could I have been trying to land them as well? I don't know. I think I can only try and land enough that there's space for. But I might have that wrong. I might have been able to try and land them too. I'm not sure. Because, you know, I still had space to land 3 more. So can I not try and roll on them? I'm going to, for the benefit of the doubt, say that we can't. And it means that these are all destroyed. So that's another pile of aircraft. Yeah, that wasn't a good airstrike mission. That I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of aircraft destroyed. Right, that can come off. Fear Strike Mission 8 can come off. Right, that is it. That is definitely it. So now all you need to do is work out some points, I think. I suppose the other thing I was concerned about there was these points were still showing, previous hits. So surely these 7 hits become permanent hits and destroy this. That was that one there, wasn't it? I'm going to say that must happen, surely. Well, maybe not, Grant. You were meant to leave that. I suppose you weren't. Yeah, if you're not going to roll on submarines and that was we done this part, hit current to turn to previous, and then the game ended, and then we weren't to follow through that part of the, that segment again. So, I'll maybe take that back then, and we'll just say that guy's still crippled. Where was the crippled marker? So, we still get points from being crippled, so. Right, okay. So, let's just work out some points then. Where do we get that? It's in the rule book, isn't it? Right, here we are here. Okay. So victory points. Right, so here's our awards. I'll just use some dice to try and... I've got a piece of paper handy, so... Okay, so here's all the stuff we destroyed. These were all destroyed. And these are all carriers. Now, this is not a carrier, and, well, we've seen it just now, and it's not going to count. And then this was crippled. Like I say, whether it should be destroyed or not, I'm not sure. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that we'll just count it crippled. So, points for us. A sunk CV. CVL. That's the only CV that was sunk. The Zukaku. The rest are all CVLs. So is that a CVL? Yeah, so we only sunk one CV. So 25 points there. And then for the CVLs we get 15 points each. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 15s is 50 is 75, isn't it? So 75 plus 25 is 100, yeah. So we've got 100 points. 1, 0, 0. Just doing this with dice just now. So we've got 100 points for the sinking of everybody. That's all then taken care of. And then crippled, this is a CVL that's crippled. So we get our 10 points for that. So that's 110. Right, 110. We've nothing that's heavy damage left, and nothing that's got light damage. So, per 5 Japanese air points, land or naval, we get 1 point each for any of them that are lost. Okay. Right, we've got 10 here, 20 there. This was from the previous butai, so it's another 4 or 5, so that's 25. Another 5, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 42, 44, 46, 48, 49. These are all lost. And we've also got 7 in the Guam box. 49, did I just say? Oh, God, I just went in my head. I think it was 49. I'm going to stick with 49. And we've got 7 there, so that's 56. Yeah, 56. So per 5, so we're going to get 10, 11. We're going to get another 11 points. for that. So another 11, 110 is 121. 121 points. Yeah. So that's it. That's our pluses. 121. Right. What have we got going against us though? So -5 per US carrier, lightly damaged. No. Heavily damaged, no. Crippled, yes. We've got one. We've got the. What is it? CVL Cabot. Or Cabot. He's crippled. So we're going to get -15 for that. So I'm going to just set some other dice here with 15 on it. We had none of our CVLs sunk, none of our CVs sunk, none of our submarines were sunk. So -1 per 2 US air units eliminated in combat when not in the task group. Well, we've only got 3 there. So -1 per 2 gives us -1.5, if you like. Doesn't say how you round them. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and we'll say -2 for the 3 then. So I'll give myself on -2 there, so that's 17. Right, but here's the big one, right? Because the next one is -1. However, it is per 4 US air units eliminated when in task group hex. This includes units lost in combat in that hex, units lost on landing, units eliminated through damage to carriers. Right, and then just quickly glance in. I'll count these up in a minute. There was nothing that exited the map, and that's what the last 3 are. So it is just this that we need to count up. So I'm going to go and count up these. Well, you know what? There's quite a lot of them, so I'll just do that off camera. Right, they're all there. I've stacked them in piles of 4. So we had 16, 20, 24, 28 of them lost in the task group hex. So each pile of the 4 gives another -1 point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I suppose that was only another 7 points. So that adds on to the 17 to give us 24. So 24 to take away from 121 leaves me on 97. 97. So I think that's my total. Although, who knows? Yeah, so 97. So let's have a, well, we need to move this stuff. Hang on. Right, okay, so 97 points is going to be a substantial US victory. So we did better. We bettered the historical outcome. Historical outcome was up to 75. So we got the battle, substantial US victory. The battle is judged a clear victory. The Japanese fleet is unable to sortie again. The Japanese turned to kamikaze tactics. So we did get one step better. And to be honest, we weren't far away. It just hadn't been for the loss of some of the planes at the end. We only needed 101 points. We got 97, so almost an overwhelming US victory. We did have so much going for us at the beginning in this game. I think it certainly went in our favour. So 97 points. I should maybe take a note of that, but I suppose it's on the video here, and I'll be able to compare it more. I should keep track of these things. So yeah, so there we go. I hope I can get these 2 other bits of video footage, because it's going to be a bit of a jump from part 51 to this. But you could see it was dying down. There wasn't much more. Well, there was a few things must have happened though. I think that was when we split. We must have done the damage, and that last Japanese force split up because one of its ships got crippled. So there was a wee bit to deal with there, rules wise and whatever. So I'm pretty confident I will be able to get them, but we shall see. I'm in the process of trying to sort the machine just now, so we'll we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I think that's it. Everything done. That was quite a long campaign there as well, wasn't it? Or, well, scenario actually. I will come back to playing this game at some point. Probably add a few things like some of the rules. Get some of the rules cleaned up as well that I'm not sure about. There's a few bits in there that aren't quite clear. But you know what? These are complex war games, and I don't have serious complaints about these when they're like this. Things are going to be hard to get, as long as they fix them and they take note of them, and maybe build some morale and whatever, which they have done with this game already, and I'm sure it'll get cleaned up even better as maybe if they release a second edition of it and whatever. But good game though, yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah. So what's next? Well, I've still been looking at stuff, Unconditional Surrender. I really want to get that game on the table. I'm really keen to do it. I'm off over this weekend. I've got that in my mind, and to be honest, I've not read the rules for the other two games, and I think I could set that up and start messing about with it. I did wonder about, do I really want to go through the wee scenarios that lead up, like the start of the war, Poland, then you go Scandinavia, and then you take France on and whatever. They're all kind of training scenarios really, but show you how it works, and again they introduce the rules and whatever. But I was just going to dive into the campaign and that, but I've not read through the rules again. I know how the game plays, but strategy wise I've not got a clue. So I think I might just set it up and just play through the little scenarios first before starting the actual campaign, and just to see if I can cope with it, because the fact that it is a 2-player game, I'm going to struggle for sure. But we shall see. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be clearing this down, and I don't know if I'm going to try and put it on this table or the other table across. This one's slightly wider, but it's up against the wall at the back there, and I'm not sure if the map... This would be the better place for it if the map fits on it. I think the map will fit on this one though, because this table's slightly wider than the other one. But if the other one, it could hang off the edge of the table a little bit, see, where it can't hear because it's up against the wall. Yeah, anyway, that's something for me to worry about. Nobody else. Okay, I'll leave Cara Battle Philippine Sea for now then. It's been a great experience, really enjoyed it. And I will come back to it one day. But there's other things to play next, so hope you found it useful, enjoyed some of it, and no doubt it probably dragged on a bit, but that's how I do things. Okay, I'll be back with something different sometime soon. Cheers.